What's up, everyone? It's Erica Ballesteros with the Change Project, and today I am here with Kimberlee Krok with the Edge.
Hey.
The Edge does so many cool things. You want to give a quick little shout out for all of what the Edge does, Kimberlee?
Yeah, we do home remodeling, pool construction, landscaping, pretty much anything interior or exterior.
What?
We can do it all.
Okay. So I will feature the owners at a later time, but today I really want to honor them because they are one of my first community change partners that are getting involved in sponsoring students for my workforce development training program. And not just on like a quarterly level, but they're willing to contribute some dollars to every single transaction that they have. So whether it's remodeling or new pools, whatever. And long term, this will help support so many more students. But really the whole essence of this program is for them to go through the 9-week series and have them understand what they're really great at, but ultimately give them some perspective of what are the roles that exist, what are the local businesses and the entities and what's under their roof, right? And I think Kimberlee's story is so awesome. It's so cool. Like, you know, it's not like she's been doing pool sales her whole life, right? You know, and that's one of the things that I want the students to learn, and then create the opportunity for them to walk through a door where they can have internships, apprenticeships, perhaps future employment with, so they can be contributing to not just what the Edge is doing, but really what we're doing out there to create value for local businesses and customers, whatnot. So I wanted to have her share her story because it's super cool and so beautiful, and I'm just proud of really not just the opportunity that I have to know you, but really all that I'm witnessing and seeing that you're already doing, kind of being somewhat newer to this role. So you want to kind of share a little bit of your background and kind of what led you to the Edge?
So I've only been with the Edge since about last October. Started out just part-time, kind of dipping my toes in, which I was thankful they gave me the opportunity to just, hey, shadow us, come see what it's like, see if you like it. I was really unhappy in the role that I was in. I just felt like I wasn't helping people like I really wanted to. And I always wanted to just work in my community as well. So, I found their company, they gave me a chance, and were willing to train me.
You know what I love too that you probably didn't share, but I think that, you know, in most of the pool sales or even construction at large, people that are in your role are typically men, you know? Yeah. So I love the fact that you're just like, game on, let's do this, right? You know, and I did actually a couple different trainings with the Edge. And Kimberlee, what we found is like most of her unique Clifton strengths are all in the relationship building category. So talk about a cool opportunity for even my students to go, what? Like, if many of them fall within that domain, I mean, that makes for a great opportunity for you to be in a sales role, especially a commission-only role, right? Like, definitely got to work your buns off to be able to create a living, but at the end of the day, a super lucrative living, right? Like, because eventually, you know, the owners are like, we want all of our salespeople to be making over $100K a year. And so, I mean, just talk a little bit about even your background, what you led to prior to this, so that other students can kind of go, what? I didn't know that existed.
Yeah, so I mean, I was initially just a stay-at-home mom. I do have 3 kids, and I did get my degree. I've got a bachelor's in business, right? So I went back to school, you know, went online, thought, yeah, I'm going to use this someday. I feel like I need it. And that degree did help me get into an admissions role for another college. I was recruiting students. And I wasn't happy with the company culture. I wasn't happy with feeling like I had to be a certain way with people. And like I said, I really just didn't feel like I was helping the students in the end. So I knew I wanted to find something else that really like made me excited to wake up, right? So I gained a lot of good skills in that job, my people skills, obviously. Just talking to people, getting to know people. I do have a lot of strengths in the relationship building side of those skills. But I feel like my adaptability is really strong for me, and that really played a factor when I wanted to switch over, because that was scary. I mean, my dad was in construction for about 25 years, but I never worked in that myself, so maybe I have a passion for it, just underlying, right?
Yeah,
just waiting to come out,
right? Like, what?
It was just waiting to come out, yeah. So maybe that's what drew me to it in the end.
And adaptability, for those that don't know, like you have this ability to just kind of go with the flow. Like you just roll with the punches, which I think it's like low for me, but shocker. But in so many ways, I think it's kind of fascinating because at the end of the day, like in this role, especially when you've got people that, you know, like we're standing in front of one of the pools. I mean, come on, look at this baby. But I think it's so cool because a lot of times you're going to get somebody that says, hey, I want this. And then 2 weeks later, they're like, crap, hold on, pump the brakes. I want to change it all. And you're like, well, yeah, cool. Like, you just go with it, which is such an asset in this role.
Yeah, and stuff happens in construction. We do everything possible to plan exactly how we can. I mean, they've been building pools since 2004, so they're great at what they do. But stuff happens. It rains.
Yeah.
Is it set back on schedule? Order the wrong thing, whatever it is, like you just go with it.
Yeah,
Just go with it, make it right.
Yeah.
If you do the wrong thing, turn it around, make it right.
And we were talking too, because even during the training that we had, one of Kimberlee's strengths is also called developer, which means she just has this unique ability to really kind of draw greatness and see potential in people and just kind of like, so when you have that strength and you're going out and you're building relationships with complete strangers, it's such an asset. And I think, especially when we get the opportunity to have more students kind of shadow under you, like they're gonna see like how much of an asset it is in this role, and how when you're going out, you're meeting with all different kinds of personality types, right? Like you have that ability to just like sit down and be like, all right, well, what's up? Who are you? Like, I'm gonna see your greatness and I'm gonna learn how to connect with that.
Right. Well, I think a lot of my success does come from, like, deep down just wanting to help people. Like, it is a really special industry that I get to work in, you know, building people's pools, redesigning their exterior, basically. But for me, that is something that's so important to me. Like, with my backyard and my living space, like, I spend a lot of time at home. A lot of our memories with my kids are made at home, so I want my space to be great. So just getting to be able to provide that service to people is, it's awesome.
Well, and it aligns with what you shared, that really what brings you joy. Like she mentioned that she loves gardening, and so I think like that plays so well to even what you get to do, you know, like, because you're really transforming people's backyards, but ultimately you're giving them these lifelong experiences that they can have fun at, they can do cool things at, they could just wake up every day and be like, what, jumping in the pool, like, I am totally envious of this backyard. Like, mine looks like a big hut dried mess of hay right now. Like, did not seed for the summer and water, and I was just like, nah, no, not dealing with that. But anyway, that's another story. But I really wanted to give you that airtime to be able to share, because I think it's just pretty for any student out there that's trying to figure out, what do I do? Like, I know, I especially think a lot of our youth feel like between restaurant and retail, like that's where they should start, and that's not true. You know, there's so many things out there, and this is why we really wanted to highlight that on these community change partnerships, because I want to give our youth a chance to go, no, like, you could step right into this, and guess what? You can make a living. Maybe college isn't in your future, you know, but you could do something like this. You could shadow, and then all of a sudden, poof, make a living that you didn't even realize was possible.
Exactly.
So I love that.
That makes me so excited too, because I mean, I think those jobs are great. I've had retail jobs. I've worked in food. I did gain a lot of great experience there. It didn't end up being what I wanted to do forever, but just having the opportunity to try it out, I think is what's so great about what you do.
You're right. And I'm excited for you. I'm excited for the prospect for some of my students to be able to learn under you and kind of shadow under you. So this is really why we wanted to be able to share the different stories of all of our community change partners, because it's just so valuable for our youth, but really even adults too, because a lot of adults are sitting back there not happy with what they're doing or where they're at. And, you know, you've got to align with the values of the organization, but also with their mission, with their vision, with what you get to do and wake up and enjoy. Like, if you don't have that, then what are we doing? Right? So thank you, Kimberlee, for your time. And I look forward to, I actually think this group that I've got coming up has 6 girls, 2 guys.
Nice.
Which is the opposite of what the last time was. It was like one guy, 1 girl, 6 guys. So it'll be kind of cool to get to know them, and then see ones that might have the potential for learning under you, right? Like, game on, sister.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right, well, peace out. Enjoy a great rest of your day, and thanks again to Kimberlee and to The Edge for getting involved and supporting more of our youth. It really is awesome. So.
Absolutely, thank you.
All right, enjoy your day.
Thank you.